Hey friends, how's it going? It's Tuesday the 22nd, and we have some crazy Q posts that just came out. I'm going to go over those as fast as I can. SerialBrain2 posted. I'm going to go over some memes, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Vatican. So if you're new to my channel, please click the blue bell to get to get notifications. And I'm trying to make this as quick as I can. It's already 9 o'clock on the East Coast. So let's hop into this. This is true reporting. Okay, so before I go into anything, I want to read this Serial Brain 2 to you because it'll make more sense when we get into the Q posts. So right here it says, Rod Rosenstein problems or the brilliant playbook that gave Trump total control of the DOJ. Do you like basketball? So the fundamental wisdom behind this type of team sport is essentially about optimizing the use of multiple talents at given moments and achieving goals circumventing a set of known constraints. The fundamental wisdom is also present in politics, where casting and time are crucial to success of a leader. Since his election, Trump has been trying to build an optimized team around his core cabinet to undertake the missions he has identified as critical to his Make America Great Again agenda. Among these missions is the restoration of the rule of law by bringing to justice all who have committed crimes against the United States. This is the goal to be achieved, and of course, just like in basketball, it meets constraints that need to be circumvented. As you can see, Sessions has been quietly working behind the scenes to secure and protect the sealed indictments that, once unsealed and revealed, will become the most significant event of our judiciary system and history. For Trump and Sessions to succeed, they need to have the right team in place to proceed with these indictments. This is what the Dems know, and this is why they make it hard for Trump to consolidate his peripheral staff by preventing him from appointing his picks. How is Trump going to play this? How can Trump win the game when he is not allowed to pick all of his players? I will tell you, and it's fascinating stuff. To follow along, here's an organized chart of the DOJ. Alright, in Q1433, we learned that soon Rosenstein is going to quit the game once the extremely guarded and highly classified information is finally revealed to House investigators, DNI, public, etc. Rod Rosenstein must recuse or forcefully terminated. The Senate confirmed Rosenstein as Deputy Attorney General with a bipartisan 94-6 vote, while his boss Sessions only could secure a 52-47 vote. Q rightly asked the question, who do you trust? The vote numbers, but also the fact Rosenstein was an Obama appointee, are enough to worry any Trump supporter. As the number 2 in the DOJ, Rosenstein oversees Wray's FBI, even though Wray is a Trump appointee. Sessions still has to go through some of those Democrats that voted for to access the FBI. Not convenient. When Rosenstein gets out, Trump and Sessions have to make sure his replacement will be loyal to them, but then they know the Dems in the Senate would not confirm their pick without disclosing the source. Q gives us the following quote explaining the Rosenstein succession mechanism. So we'll look at this Q post. So this is the succession question is actually a bit complicated. By default, under the obscure statute known as the Vacancies Reform Act of 1998, brands temporary successor as the acting associate attorney general in her principal duty. Jesse Panunzio. That same statute would also allow the president to choose someone else to serve as the acting attorney general on a temporary basis for up to 210 days. The pool of individuals from which the president could draw in this case includes individuals already holding Senate-confirmed positions elsewhere in the executive branch, like EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt or senior civil service lawyers in the Justice Department specifically. Okay, so from the table, we see that Oh, I'm sorry. So right here it says the key information here is the acting attorney general has 210-day legal lifespan. A quick Google search, and here is the original article. Link in this article. We learn the following, Emir. However, because Panunzio is not Senate confirmed, he would not act as Attorney General or Deputy Attorney General. If those offices were also to become vacant, instead under the Justice Department's own succession statute and guidelines implementing that law issued by Attorney General Loretta Lynch in November 2016, Brand is replaced in that line of succession by Solicitor General Noel Francisco. The Solicitor General is the nation's chief legal representative in the front of the Supreme Court. Based on personal and associate Attorney General Wikipedia, we can draw this table. Okay, so we look here. Name, Acting Associate Attorney General William Baer. Dates 2/16. So, Acting Associate Attorney General Jesse M. Panunzio expires May 24th, 2018. Okay. So we'll go back. From the table, we see that as of May 24th, 2018, Jess Panunzio will have spent an aggregated 210 days as acting attorney general. This answers to Q's questions. Acting, when does the clock run out? This means that after this date, Jess Panunzio will no longer be eligible to that acting position and will therefore go out of the line of succession to replace Rosenstein, his spot made vacant, which is the number 3 in the DOJ, can be filled by Trump, according to Q's quote in Q 1433, which we already went through that. Okay, so now you understand why Q asked, who is Rachel Brand? Why was Rachel Brand dismissed? Think timing. The answer is she was the Senate confirmed Associate Attorney General, inserted in the process to extend Panunzio's legal lifespan as acting Associate Attorney General, so that his legal expiration date can coincide with Rosenstein's firing. Now that is slick. Read again. So basically he's saying the answer is when she was the Senate confirmed Associate General, inserted in the process to extend Panunzio's legal lifespan as acting Associate Attorney General so that his legal expiration date can coincide with Rosenstein's firing. Now this is slick. You see it? When Rosenstein is out, Panunzio cannot replace him, and the rule to be applied will be here. Yeah, so we already read that. So we'll go back. Therefore, Solicitor General Noel Francisco would replace Rosenstein. And who appointed Francisco? Trump. That's our guy. So at the end of this mechanical succession process, Trump and Sessions will have their number 2 guy and get to pick who is number 3. All this without needing any Senate confirmation. Now that's what happened at headquarters. Let's see what's going on in the street. No, and Anon, Schneiderman gone, proper judge in place. Q 1393, impressive Anon. No need to decode this conversation, pretty obvious, right? You all know Schneiderman is the former New York Attorney General who resigned after Allison Mack started singing. I would just add this. 1368, Allison Mack, Nexium arrested, date. When does a bird sing? Schneiderman resigns, date. Coincidence? Allison Mack arrest date, April 20th. Schneiderman resign date, May 7th. The difference in days, 17. What is the 17th letter of the alphabet? Coincidence? Q. Q signed the resignation of New York Attorney General Schneiderman. Let that sink in. Q is also telling you Preet Bharara is running to replace Schneiderman in order to try to stop the Mack Allison New York bleeding we have already talked about in the Golden Thread. Q 1372, fight to reinstall roadblock, link. and also to get the negotiation table. Q1374, what do you notice? They all drop hints they are considering future elected positions. Why? Claim interference, attack on opposition party, protection. Can you serve from jail? No, you cannot. Whatever they try, Q is signaling that this New York Attorney General position is already filled by Sessions according to his plan. Who is Richard Donahue? Background, Payne, Q. So do you like basketball? This is what we have. Appointment of an Associate Attorney General, Rachel Brand, timed removal of the new Associate Attorney General, and placement at Walmart as a reward. Expiration date of the acting Associate Attorney General coinciding with the firing of Rosenstein. Number 2 position at the Department of Justice automatically filled by Trump's nominee, Francisco. Number 3 at DOJ to be filled by Trump. Total control of DOJ without any of the required Senate confirmations. Q signed resignation of the New York Attorney General, plugging of the Allison Mack file to the New York judiciary system, former New York Mayor Giuliani to receive the ball from the White House line and to throw it to whoever will be positioned for the alley-oop, whether it's Mueller, if his time in the paint has not expired, or if it has, Huber, who will run in from the three-point line through a path protected by Horowitz screen. Here is the playbook. This dude's crazy, oh my lord. So Donahue to Giuliani, Giuliani to Mueller. Mueller steps back, Uber gives the pick. If you understand basketball, this makes sense to you. Would you agree this is superbly crafted? Precision work, would be pretty heavy stuff to process for a LARP on 8chan. 1343, attacks will only get worse. Truth is freedom, truth is logic, stay the course. Okay, with all that being said, now we can get into the Q post real quick. And let's do that right now. Military opposition in the kill box, green. General K in the kill box, JFK. Full disclosure. General statement. Once the extremely guarded and highly... Let me blow it up for y'all, sorry. It's coming. Be patient with me. Alright, there we go. Once the extremely guarded and highly classified information is finally revealed to the House investigators, DNI, public, etc., Rod Rosenstein must recuse or forcefully be terminated. Rod Rosenstein problems. Rod Rosenstein in the kill box, so I think that's what they're working on right now. What was Rosenstein's Senate confirmation vote? We already just went over that. Ray reports to Rod Rosenstein. Important fact in the kill box. Who do you trust? Rod Rosenstein recused, fired. Who has direct oversight of Mueller? Sessions unrecused, or number 3 until refill. Who is Rachel Brand? Why was Rachel Brand dismissed? Think timing. Remember, so Trump and Sessions have set all this up so that Rachel Brand falls into place. So that all their main players will fall into place without Senate confirmation. The succession question is actually a bit complicated. By default, under an obscure statute known as the Vacancies Reform Act 1998, Brand's temporary successor as the acting Associate Attorney General is her principal duty, Jesse Panunzio. The same statute would also allow the president to choose someone else to serve as the acting Associate Attorney General on a temporary basis for up to 210 days. The pool of individuals from which the president could draw in this case includes individuals already holding Senate-confirmed positions elsewhere in the executive branch, like EPA Administrator Scott Pruitt, or senior civil service lawyers in the Justice Department specifically acting. When does the clock run out? Why is Schneiderman's removal extremely relevant? Trust, name, trust Sessions. These people are stupid. D5, Q. All right, so let's go up. That should have all made sense to you because of what I showed you with SerialBrain2. So 1434, read slowly and carefully. Sessions using Utah federal prosecutor much better than Trump. Did you see that Paul Ryan interview a short time ago? When you are no longer seeking another term, you are free to make better decisions. Obviously, I guess his strings were cut from his handler, but I always thought that he could have been Swamp, but maybe not. Better decisions. Rapid fire. Flood is coming. Future proofs past. CNN in the kill box. Q. I also heard that there was a raid on MSNBC, CNN, Newsweek, and somewhere else. I can't think of the fourth. But, I haven't looked at these Q posts yet, so that may confirm this in the kill box, CNN being in the kill box. So we go up here. Sometimes conspiracy theories are not theory. Nellie Orr is the wife of DOJ Deputy Bruce Orr, and she is an employee with Fusion GPS. Why would she apply for a ham radio license a month after Fusion GPS contracted with MI6 agent Christopher Steele? Wireless. Nellie Orr ham radio. Avoid NSA data collection. It failed. So basically, obviously, she got that ham radio so that she was off the grid. That's what most people do with ham radios. They can just kind of listen in without being, or talk amongst each other without being on, being able to be heard or tampered with. And Q said, obviously, to avoid NSA data collection, it failed. They have everything she said. Everything's being recorded, and it's crazy. So we'll look here, and it says January 8, 2017, subject line, flood is coming. McCabe sent an email to senior FBI leadership with the subject line, flood is coming. So we look down here. Mr. McCabe emailed then Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates and then Principal Deputy Attorney General Matthew Axelrod with the subject line, news. Mr. McCabe wrote, just an FYI, and as expected, it seems CNN is close to running a story about the sensitive reporting. Oh no, whoa. Rapid fire equals a movie by the name involving a corrupt FBI. Flood is coming. A movie by that name involving a corrupt FBI. FBI Director Andrew McCabe sent an email with the subject line, flood is coming, indicating CNN is going to run a sensitive story. CNN in the kill box equals CNN is targeted, but then so is McCabe for classified information to them. It's happening, Q. This stuff is happening so fast, y'all, and it's so exciting. So now we get these pictures, Air Force One JPEG, and then we see these pictures of the cloud. Hold on, sorry. Of the clouds. So I'm guessing this is taken from Air Force One. No city down below, like the North Korea one. Was it North Korea or Asia or Hong Kong? It was one of those. I think it was North Korea. And then Air Force One, we have another picture right here. That was the same one I just showed you. So it says Air Force One pics from the same as November 2017. Q trip code equals proof that Q, same Q as always, direct SOT at Corsi ETAL. Identify reconfirmed. 11.9. Visit 11.9. Sequence. Attacks anticipated. So attacks plural. Coordinated. Why are they continuing? Internal. Attacks will intensify all sides. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Unity, not division. Last post was simply for identification. Reconfirmed. So lawmakers on handling Russia probe on Thursday. Who is missing from the meeting? Rod Rosenstein. Who is Ed O'Callahan acting? Who is Ed O'Callahan? Ed O'Callahan is an American Republican lawyer, former co-chief of the Terrorism and National Security Unit of U.S. Attorney Office in New York, who resigned from the U.S. Attorney Office in 2018 to join John McCain's presidential campaign. Acting Ed in the kill box. Declassified. Pain. Enjoy the show. So y'all, that's the Q posts from yesterday and today. I'm gonna hit this one last thing right here that also confirms Q. The Vatican is collapsing. Pope Francis is talking about retirement. It was being coordinated and cross-promoted in various media on May 15th. Vatican Bank president was indicted in early March, went on trial in early May. Angelo Calia, Gabriel Luizo, 95, was absent. A third suspect died during the investigation. Emphasis mine. The Pope's right-hand man, Cardinal Pell, is seeking justice for his own sex abuse trial. Mentioned in a few news blogs early in May. May 18th, all active bishops, 31 and retired 3, of the National Chilean Catholic Church have resigned en masse. Their fate is in Francis's hands after conveying an emergency summit. Adelaide Archbishop Philip Edward Wilson, has been found guilty of concealing child sex allegations. Most senior cleric to be charged with. No coincidence. Every atom is connected. Justice is being served. Many more to come. And note indictments will not be limited by borders or sealedness. So there we go, y'all. That is the podcast for today. There's so much stuff coming out right now. This is just the beginning of this. We have reached the peak of the hill of the roller coaster, and we are going down. This is where we get to enjoy it. We have suffered for too long, and now sit back and watch what is going to happen. It is going down. We are taking back our country. It is going to be a beautiful sight, and 2018 will be glorious. People who don't believe in Q, I think you just got dunked on. So, I'm doing a callback to that SerialBrain2 article. So yeah, you just got dunked on if you don't believe Q is legit. And if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe, share it, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow, because tomorrow's May 23rd, and we all know that could be a very, very, very big day, a very important day. So, keep your eyes open, love one another, take care of one another, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.